Aloha everyone, my name's Bhavani Maki, and we just wrapped up today's online Yoga Sutra mentorship class on Sutra number II.7. Sukha Anushai Rāga. This sutra speaks about the nature of attachment that stems from having a pleasurable experience. But Patanjali isn't saying that we shouldn't experience pleasure. That would be missing the point. But really to explore what lights us up and what turns us on. So I had to wear a red dress for today for this sutra, and exploring how we can be in relationships with others without trying to control or project or cling, and to still maintain our sense of personal identity. What parts of us are people pleasing? What do we bring to a relationship? What turns us on? What turns us off? And when someone lives with passionate purpose, then they have a goal orientation, you have an inner drive, but it's not so much about achieving an end goal or having accolades, a sense of authority or hierarchy, but really being so full of just being able to be turned on and to be investing ourselves in that. It's not about being the best, but really putting our heart, our mind, our hands into what we do and feeling good about that, and that becomes its own reward. So this sutra is so wonderful because it speaks about the nature of how we attribute something as being pleasurable, and then it imprints in our memory, and then the memory thinks it creates a second wave known as samskara that thinks that it has to recreate that experience in order to feel joy. At first, it's a discipline, and it's a lot easier to work with your likes and your dislikes than your ego or even your spiritual forgetfulness. So just to observe your process of enjoyment, and can you be in that present moment without trying to recreate it? If you do, if you try to prolong it or recreate it, that happiness actually becomes the flip side of unhappiness. So it is said, if you really want to matriculate your sense of wealth, it's the things that you have that money cannot buy. Love for no reason. Love just for the sake of love itself. Thank you so much, and I hope that this sutra inspires you for a deep sense of not even just satisfaction, but of gratification, and to feel gratified that there's always going to be yearning, but it's really for something more primal, and that's to feel life's crises, even feel the frictions in your life when you feel like you just don't know where to go. That when it's so difficult, that's when grace comes into our life, and that's when the whole world opens up to you. Then life becomes a gift. It's not just about the highs or getting higher, but it's about coming to your deathbed and realizing that you have been deeply touched and moved. You weren't afraid of life, but you opened yourself up, and life opened you. Namaskara.